Welcome to Let It Go Tarot. Thank you for tuning in. This is love reading for Capricorn for September 2021. Let's start with Oracle cards to have an insight. Spirit guides, give me one card for Capricorn, please. One card. How are you, Capricorn? Can't believe this is September is just on the corner. Unbelievable. At the corner. Regeneration. I love the card. This is believing in yourself, believing that you can build on this volcano ground, soil, that you can give rebirth to something which died already. Or the spirit guides wanting you to give rebirth to something which died some time ago. You will be surprised what can grow on this. Because look, once you had woodlands, yes, with somebody, I mean a good relationship, you at least thought that this was a good relationship. That if you believe that you can have this again, or even more, even better, look what the experiences which you went through can create for you. Amazing trees, which you didn't experience before, because they are covered with the blue flowers, which means the emotional ones. You will be surprised what you can build upon those experiences and on something which didn't work before. There is a deeper reason for each of your questions. Seek it. Which means you are going through some kind of lessons which you're supposed to pay attention to. Which means like answering those questions which you are nudged by the universe to seek for might lead you towards something amazing. Something you are not even able to foresee. Something which you can build for yourself. And building for ourselves means that on our terms and conditions and using our talents, not relying on anybody else. And I feel like even if in your mind is strongly having a beautiful relationships, this time you want to be co-creator, if not creator, if not a main creator of it. This is the reading for you and them, whoever you're dealing with, you used or you'd want to swap the roles if you resonate with other side more. Let's see what's heavily on your mind. Arguments, 5 of Wands. But I feel like I heard insecurities. 5 of Wands. Not wanting to give up, not wanting to standing for yourself. Maybe addressing those insecurities within yourself, which something which collapsed, something which burned out in your life, has exposed that you have issues to address, not necessarily your issues with somebody else to address. That you don't want to be walked over anymore. You want to stand for yourself. But it might be that you are thinking what kind of issues you have to address, what kind of issues causes you not having a disasters in your life. Very often, it's nothing wrong with us. It's our environment. We are in wrong place. If you want a well done fish, don't go to McDonald's because you can have only burgers there. This is very often maybe you are surrounded with people who cannot admit your values, who cannot notice your values because they don't have those, or you are in an environment which cannot see you truly for who you are, because for them the features and values which you are within you are not valuable. For example, if I heard like if you cannot be a saint amongst criminals, yes, because they basically will hate you. But you are a saint, you know what I mean. It's like you have to choose environment you are in, and you're fighting with people because they betrayed you. Fighting with somebody. This is what you want. You want to stand for yourself against the people who walked over you. You want to recover from that betrayal. You want to recover from you want to find the issues within yourself, to understand why you allowed something to take place, why you allow people to take advantage of you, why do you allow people to betray you. And even from the beginning that there is something off and something will go wrong, you still allow this to go, allow this to happen. And I feel like you don't understand that it's like you are in wrong environment. You trust wrong people. And there is definitely deeper reason. If you feel like you are magnetized for a narcissistic people, like you attract narcissistic people to very toxic people into your life, this is because the universe sends them to you, because the universe wants you to notice something within yourself. Mostly this is when we're lacking self-esteem, when we're lacking self-value, when we're lacking self-love. This is when you don't love yourself enough to stand for yourself, the universe will bombard you with narcissistic people. Why? Because you have at that short period of time, the one lifetime, it's like what, 70 years to experience something, learn from it and graduate. Which means there is no match. It's why when you have to, when you are incapable, when you are becoming incapable of finding out, standing for yourself and learning, doing your homework, the spirit guides are helping you and bombarding you with more lessons, with more people who can point out what you need to address. For example, lack of self-love, lack of healthy boundaries. It was with me. I had a lack of healthy boundaries. It's why I was bombarded with the fucking narcissists. And friends, family, co-workers, partners. And I'm right now still defining healthy boundaries. And I'm on a good path, and I know it, and they're telling me. Maybe this is this message for you as well. Okay, let's see what's heavily on the mind of the person who is still lingering in your environment, in your energy field. What's happening on their mind? 7 of Cups, illusions, options, 9 of Swords. Whoever you're dealing with, either they don't know what's happening, they don't understand what you're doing because they are delusional. They think that you're supposed to chase them, or you're supposed to give them another shot, or you're supposed to be the angelic one here, which means chase them and love them constantly because they are delusional, or they are waiting for one of the options to come forward, and they want to come and not chase. This is a card of chasing as well, but maybe they are waiting for you to chase, or they are taking an impulsive thinking about making some move, taking action. It as well, that person wants to chase their dreams, their options, taking actions towards something, I don't know. I feel like, let's say, 7 of Cups, is it like options? They are chasing their dreams. They don't understand what they are going into. Because they think either you are an option, you was always an option, and they want better one, bigger one. And I'm driven to that green grass in that cup. They're thinking that there is a greener grass somewhere else. And they're thinking about taking an impulsive action, or they contemplating what they did, and if the option, if they choose, was the right one, and what the consequences they can have to pay for picking up something else. What the 7 of Cups is about. What the 7 of Cups is about. Let's check it out. What they've been so hurried in to choose differently. High Priestess. I knew it will be a court card. I knew this will be about somebody. It's about the secret person. They took the impulsive, very impulsive action because they've been chasing daydreams. They wanted a new option, the greener grass, you know. They didn't think you have grass at all, yes? And they choose a side chick, side person. This is male. It's like somebody who they kept secret about. Sorry for that, but this is in their mind. They might be thinking about the consequences, what they have to pay for it right now, because you're already feeling betrayed, which means it might have already took a place, and they still in their head if the choice they picked up is the right one, which means it looks like that whoever you're dealing with, they're thinking that you are still in a reach, you still the option. There would be a universe test. It's like the Hierophant and the Hierophant came out. in your current situation. It's like the universe is testing you, is checking. This is your commitment to yourself, to the universe, to believe, to your trust to the universe, for better commitment. How committed you are to yourself. And look, I'm drawn to that person having the hand up, you see? Like, stop for a moment. Look what you're doing. This is the card of seeking the help. This is the card of Taurus as well, but this is a card of seeking advice if you need. But this is your test. If that person is gonna to come up, and if you have a chariot, Cancer energy as well, move on. This is a test for your commitment to yourself. And if you are able to move on from something toxic, from moving on from being somebody's option. I had to slow down because I want you to understand that being somebody's option, maybe this is something which you need to find out within yourself, that agreeing to being somebody's options is very toxic. Not about this person. That person is not toxic in this correlation. It's you toxic to yourself because you're agreeing to it. There's nothing wrong with somebody claiming it from you. There is wrong that you don't have those boundaries in saying, no, I won't be option. No, thank you. It's fine. It's nice you offering me this. Because there's nothing, I never will say a wrong word about open relationships. As long as both sides knows about this. Okay? Because it's still experience, yes? It's still something which both sides wants to experience, wants to learn from, and etc. But both has to know, both has to agree. And if somebody is agreeing to be somebody else's option, and then thinking that was betrayed, this is definitely an issue. And the spirit guides are telling you, the divine is telling, move on. And you're trying to use your belief in yourself to move on from this situation. And I feel like you are believing that the spirit world, spirituality can help you. Definitely. That's why you are here. Because I never advise people to go back to the people who treated them like an option. Never will happen. Look at that, 7 of Wands. Defend yourself. Who will do it for you if not you? If you're not defending your energy, if you're not defending yourself, then who's supposed to? It's nobody's job, only yours. Because everybody has the same, yes? Whoever you're dealing with, they are already in a relationship, 10 of Cups. I don't feel like with you. You have the Hierophant, you might be experiencing right now the commitment. And I don't feel that. I think that whoever you're dealing with, they emotionally involved in something already. Are they happy? Well, let's see. And they're holding on to this very tightly. They're holding on to the idea, I think, of being happy with somebody else because they set that intention. They started something very impulsively with that person and they feel, whoever you're dealing with, they feel like they have to prove it. Prove their idea, prove their actions, prove themselves to you and to people who watch, maybe their family, their friends, that whatever they choose is a success. It's why they're holding on to whatever they're involved right now, because they can't imagine the consequences. They don't want to pay consequences of this not to work because of embarrassment and losing validation of others. Could you imagine that they value more their ego than you as person, your emotions? They could sacrifice you easily for somebody else because they believed that this will be better seen. I feel like strongly third-party involvements, like people involved, like they wanted to, they've been seeking validation from others and they thought maybe there were other people gossiping about you, saying the bad words about you. It's why that person had withdrawn from you, because they wanted to be seen as the person who has a lovely relationship, is successful in terms of love. That's why they preferred others, the friends, colleagues, others' opinion over yours. Okay, what's the advice from the spirit guides for you? Four of Cups, reject. Four of Cups, reject. But what? What? The clown. Come on. You definitely been through some tarot readings already, and you can read those cards together. Reject. Juggling. Reject people who juggle you. Reject people for who you are an option. Reject people who has to think twice or 3 times or 4 times or 40 times if you are good for them. Because you never will be. If somebody has to have a second thought, if they want to commit to you, then they never will be committed. Because you allow them to question it. Don't allow people to question your worth. You don't see this at first time. What will guarantee me that you will see it next time? It never will happen, because those people never will value something which doesn't have value, it doesn't feel value in itself. Yes? This is your lesson. This is reject anything which is unbalanced or juggle you with others. Other things. Like, for example, you could see it, I smell it, you could see it, that person was always more worried about what others think about you than you think, either about yourself or that person. They never were questioning what you say, what you think, but very often very concerned about others' opinions. How they perceive your relationships and etc. And what the spirit guides of that person are trying to teach them. Because we all have teachers, we all have spirit guides. Because we all turns into a spirit guide of our own soul and body. Page of Cups, they want them to apologize for something and give you love. Queen of Cups. Whoever you're dealing with, they don't know how to love. They have to come, they don't know what to do. They don't know who to love. They don't love themselves. This is like they have to come and apologize and either open up emotionally to you or to themselves. I don't want you to question if you need to wait. No, never. And you don't have to go through those lessons together. You can separate, and you can find already somebody who knows what love means and be happy for the rest of your life. Or you can wait for that person, but it will be a disaster, wouldn't it? Come on. What has happened between two of you? Playing hard to get. Either they thought that you are playing hard to get, or you thought that they are playing hard to get. They didn't. They've been exploring their options. But you couldn't accept this truth, and you thought that they are just difficult to get. What you think about them? That they are irresponsible, definitely. Because they don't like paying consequences of their action. They don't care if they will burn. And what they think about you, that you have jealousy issues. This is a projection. They claimed maybe very often that you are jealous. But why they was telling this to you? Because they didn't want you to look at their behavior as the behavior which causes troubles. Because they wanted you to accept what they've been doing, what they've been exploring, what they've been doing behind your back. Having fun with others. And it's why they were accusing you of something. For you to stop looking at what they've been doing. I hope it will help somebody. Thank you for watching.